Previously on Princes of the Apocalypse. With heavy hearts, the group of adventurers carried the bodies of Braylon Hatherhand and an unnamed cultist out of the sinkhole they had been exploring and surrendered them to Constable Harburg. Refusing payment for their work, it was determined that their reward would be donated to the family of the little boy they had found deceased in the cave. After some conversation with the constable, the party agreed to look into some reports of a missing caravan, but requested to remain apprised of the situation surrounding the sinkhole. Through some clever chatting with a shop owner and the fortuitous appearance of an acolyte, they learned that the missing caravan had last been seen near Belliard and had been missing for 2 to 3 weeks. Deciding to leave the following morning, the group retired to the local tavern, the Swinging Sword, and intended to have a drama-free evening. The best laid plans. Cade, resident halfling barbarian, was in the process of teaching a young local boy named Simon how to create shadow puppets when she noticed some figures in black robes standing around the quarry. Fetching her companions, the band of friends attempted to chase after said figures, but they lost them in the night. It was decided that the team would get an early start the next morning, and they would attempt to follow the tracks of the mysterious group then. After a number of hours headed north, they veered off the main trail and were waylaid by some brazen bandits. The battle was a harrowing one for sure, and a brutal one for others. Cade. But they managed to come out victorious in the end, even if there were some growing pains from using level 3 features and abilities for the first time. We begin tonight immediately following said battle. What will happen next time? Find out when Power Word Play presents Princes of the Apocalypse.
We are Power Word Play, and this is our run of Princes of the Apocalypse. We are starting tonight, picking up immediately where we left off last week. Panting, and some of us covered in sweat and, let's say, various bodily fluids. We are just going to dive right on in. Go.
Well, that sucked.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. I'm still hopped up on whatever Bjorn just put into my arm, so.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're still on drugs.
It is not drugs. It is performance-enhancing serum.
Yeah,
That's-
makes me faster.
No difference.
Drugs are addicting. Even this is not addicting.
I know that. You don't have to tell me.
Well, is everybody okay? Is anybody hurt? Hurt?
Yeah. Vane looks down at herself and she has a lot of blood kind of all on her outfits and down her arms and on her everywhere. She's going to kind of rub her hands together and just kind of give her little self a pat and cast Cure Wounds on herself.
Well, I guess if we were met with opposition, that maybe we are on the right track.
Yeah, we might be close to their hideout.
We should probably pull all these bodies off the road. I'm doing okay, but if we need like a rest, a little bit to lick our wounds, I don't know if that's not necessarily a dumb idea.
was the one that got away, right?
Yeah, that one guy ran.
Which direction did he go?
I think south.
I mean, maybe we should just follow?
If everybody's in good enough shape.
I'm good now. Ish.
I could use a little bit of a rest. I took a little damage, but I'll be alright as well. If we wish to push forward.
I think maybe push forward. We don't want him getting back and giving them too big of a heads up.
Well, yeah. That's fine.
Okay, Chasm, do you think you can pick up the trail again?
I'm not really a tracker, but I can help.
I'll be in the front looking out with you. Maybe we'll find some more tracks.
Guidance.
Okay, so you guys are trying to find the exact location direction that this one bandit ran towards. What are you doing? You mentioned maybe moving bodies off the road. Are you doing that, or are you going to leave them where they are?
I don't think we have the time.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah, if we're gonna find that guy.
All right. Can I get a survival check, please, for my guest Faye?
I guess I got you. Hold on one second. $22.
Okay. The first thing you notice, you come over and you inspect the rather large bush that he had been ensconced in. He seemed to be using it for cover, but there's a big pile of blood that seems to have formed from dripping off the leaves and branches of this bush, has gathered in what is suspiciously a humanoid-sized puddle. And that blood trail leads towards the southeast. It is a very clear path, at least to your eyes, and you motion to your fellow companions, indicating that you have the scent.
You went this way.
Okay, let's go.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to transfer you guys to the map of Desserin Valley as a whole, as a reminder for where you were located. You are this red flag right off to the east of the long road, entering the beginning of the Somber Hills. The bandit who got away has maybe about 20 to 30 seconds on you. And there's a couple of times as you are tracking his blood that you see movement a couple hundred feet in front of you. It looks like he is gaining a little bit of speed, actually. But he is not making much of an effort to disguise his location or to cover up his the tracks that he's leaving behind. It takes you about 5-10 minutes of strong jogging, and the grasslands that you were traversing begins to transition into sandy hills. It becomes a bit warmer, and then it is as if you guys have walked through a wall of heat. You experienced heat not long ago in Red Larch itself. You woke up and it was scorching hot outside. But that was more of a wet heat. You were very humid. Your skin was you're perspiring, so sweat all over. This is dry. When walking through this wall of heat, you almost have this immediate need, a thirst. You reach instinctively for your water skins, trying to find something to drink. And as you travel another 5 minutes or so, having to catch yourself a couple of times, 'cause I don't know how many of you have run on sand before, but it is not the easiest of tasks if you don't know what you're doing. And you see what appears to be some sort of lumps in the sand? Maybe the remains of an old building? It's sort of square, hexagonal shaped. You're not quite sure from where you are. But what you do know is you're pretty positive that the bandit ran behind said shape.
I'm gonna bop Kate on the head with Vigilant Blessing so she gets advantage on initiative.
He's behind that weird shape thing.
I think he knows that we're following him, so I don't think we need to stealth. Or do you think it's still a good idea?
I mean, he's been pretty easy to track this whole time, and if he was trying to be sneaky and get away from us, I feel like he would have at least put in a little more effort.
Let's just
Ha-
take him. Have a couple people go that way, a couple people go that way around the square.
Has it been an hour yet?
Since you left, no, it's been maybe about 15 minutes.
So Kate still has my long strider spell.
You're small again.
I am small again.
We also still have Teddy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Angry cat.
How close are we to these lumps?
Currently you're about 150 feet. You're not entirely certain, but you don't think you could get there in the next 6 or 12 seconds.
Just keep going.
I just want to get within 90 feet.
We can get him. We can question him.
All right, so the plan is to keep running forward.
Yep.
I
A
like
little
this
more
plan.
cautiously, though.
Less running, more slowly fanning out.
Avoid the lumps. Who knows what they are? I'm in the backpack, by the way. I'm slow.
Okay, so you guys move forward another 30 feet. There doesn't seem to be any movement. Okay, now you're about 60 feet closer.
I would like
Can I
to
prep?
sleep.
Go ahead. Oh.
Huh?
Wow. It's more like Slumber Hills, am I right?
Cade.
Okay, so hold on. It is a 20-foot sphere?
20-foot sphere if I know where within 90 feet.
Okay. You can attempt. Let me make sure I explain the situation properly. He ran behind the building, so you don't know.
Oh, I thought they were just more.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's not like the lumps are broken up and you can see through them. There's a definite differentiation in height between ground and whatever this object is.
Then I'll take it back because I need vision.
Okay.
On that spell.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to.
Yeah.
Make sure I had explained.
If we saw a head poking up, if we saw a body behind something clearly, then I would have.
Okay.
I'll keep the 21. I won't re-roll.
So
Okay.
as we're fanning out, who's on
I voted.
what sides of the building?
Well, you're still
I'll
about
go
90
right.
feet away. You guys
Pull out
are
my shield.
approaching from. If you're looking at the building, you are approaching from the southeast. The structure appears to be about 20 by 20.
I will start angling myself towards the right side of the building to kind of fan around
Okay.
the right side.
Absolutely.
They're gonna see us that way, though, right?
You don't see the bandit currently.
We're chasing this guy, and this is where he ended up.
I mean, they're going to
What?
see us eventually anyway, no matter what direction we go.
Which way you want to go, Kessim?
Let's circle opposite Bjorn.
I'll go the right.
And I want to ready a firebolt if, for some reason, something attacks me or my allies.
Okay, sure. So Kessim and Stack, you're heading the opposite side.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go with Kessim and Stack.
Okay. Evane, Cade, what are you guys doing?
I'll go to the right. And if something shoots out at me, I would like to use a reaction to shield myself.
Okay.
I am
And
fully-
Cade. Where are you going?
I guess I'm gonna follow Kessim and my brother.
All right. So you guys continue to move forward. You're now maybe about 90 feet closer. Now 120 feet closer to this building.
Does anything look like off? Like this feels like a trap.
Define off. You are now in a almost desert land, and so the terrain has changed dramatically. You don't see anybody else around, just this one guy that you were chasing.
This feels creepy.
Well, it's probably their base or something. Let's just keep going. See if we can meet them on the
Alright.
other side if it turns out to be nothing.
Right, so you guys continue to move. Now another 10 feet forward. I've now shared with you what we are looking at.
Oh, Teddy would also be with me.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I spent a while trying to get him back on the board, and then I forgot that he was there. We have got to get you art for Teddy.
No, ma'am.
Okay, in front of you, now that you have approached, you see what appears to be, now that you can see over these small walls, it looks like maybe this used to be a fountain of some sort. From this distance, you can see that there's some color hidden underneath the dust that has blown over the inside. Right here, there appears to be vibrant blues and orange tones. There are 4 pillars on the outside of this fountain of sorts. The outside walls of said fountain is about 4 feet high, and then the inside drops down another 6 feet. And just as you had moved into a wall of heat about 5 minutes ago, there's a distinct difference between how quickly the wind is moving around this fountain versus where you are standing. There's dust and debris and sand almost swirling around this fountain, and about 15 feet on either side of it. but not where you guys are.
Is there any sign of the guy? The bandit?
Make a perception check.
Ooh. 13.
You don't see him at the moment.
Faye, he doesn't seem to be here. Are his tracks anywhere around?
I mean, the wind is kind of messing up the sand, but I can give it a look. Maybe Teddy can go up ahead a little bit, see what he sees.
Are you able to glean information from your wildfire spirit?
No, I'm more wondering if he's gonna get attacked.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Let's see.
I mean, while I will be like viciously eyeing where he's going to make sure that.
Okay.
What he is seeing, yeah.
Like to go in a
Teddy
straight
is
line?
bait.
Sure, let's bring him to right here for now.
Okay. He gets about right there, and he is buffeted back just a little bit.
Teddy, are you okay? Just try to take a step forward. Just one.
He does, but it appears to take some effort.
So this storm is swirling, or this dust is swirling around this structure, or how far out does it go? About where Teddy's at?
If you take
All
the
the way
time
around?
to investigate, you will see that it is about that defined. And it's not moving in a cylindrical pattern as the circle I've drawn. It is almost zigzagging back and forth, up and down, over, under. It is a chaos of wind and sand.
Like it's alive.
That's just not ever allowed to have maps around me because I will just. It looks like a boob.
Damn it. It does.
We're going to the nipple.
We are
Every
five.
time. Every time.
This is why we can't have nice things.
No.
That's
So
Why
I'm
we
gonna-
had a uterus one game, so
We did. We did.
It's an
I'm
exploration.
gonna look over to Yvain. Something doesn't feel right. Hold a moment, and I'm gonna reach up and push a button on my spalder, and my cannon is going to kind of reform briefly into regular spalders, and then reform again into this. It basically looks like a little mushroom, like on an AWACS, like a little dome thing. And I'm expending a spell slot to convert my force ballista into a protector cannon, and then I'm going to pulse it, which I can do with a bonus action, to give us both temporary hit points.
Nice.
So you gain 6 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
Chivalry isn't dead.
But also, this looks hella funny.
You said that there was blue domes?
And orange.
And
Blue and
orange.
orange.
Blue and orange coloring. Yep.
Tones
Yes,
to it.
yep.
Oh, I thought you said tomes, and I was like, books. Let's go. I'm not.
Oh,
Gonna,
no,
I'm
no.
Not gonna
Tomes.
suicide into the sandstorm anymore.
In the tiles, you can't quite make out what the pattern is, but you do see vibrant blues and oranges.
Okay, well, if this is where we think you went, we might as well push through. And honestly, I think I find this much more interesting than the bandit.
Do we just want to yell out for him? We know he's somewhere nearby.
And if you want to, put me down.
Faye, can you make me a perception check at disadvantage, please?
$15.
Thank you.
Walk up beside Teddy. and I'm gonna pull out a little bandana and tie it around my nose and mouth, kind of shield my eyes as best I can, and I'm gonna cross the line.
Cade, why don't you go help?
Yeah, no, I'm running after my brother.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Wait.
Dak, damn it.
Drink.
Yeah,
Drink.
first one of the night.
4.
Okay. So you
Oh, fuck.
try and push yourself through this wall of sand, and the movement of the air is just too strong. You lose your ability to stand and fall prone outside this wall barrier.
Damn it!
Uh,
I'm trying to run into the wind.
I just envision seeing Stack running in and then just getting yeeted out.
Okay.
Oh.
Running start.
Do you need help? You want me to like push you through the wall?
Hold on. I run up and I cast resistance on Stack.
Okay.
What does that do?
You can have a D4 to saving throw.
Nice.
Okay. I'm gonna get a running start and just try to push me.
Okay, I'm going to try and help him by throwing him into the
You are
wind.
using the help action to help
Yes.
throw your brother into the wind.
Yes.
Beautiful.
It's like the Black
Love
Widow Captain America thing, but
Yes.
infinitely worse. Infinitely worse.
But tiny and adorable.
Yes.
And just not sexy at all. It's
Mm-mm.
rough.
No.
Since this is a saving throw, I'll lower the DC on it. Since you have help.
Okay, cool. Yeah, yeet. And I get a D4? Oh my god, it's horrible.
Oh no.
I'm not built as an athlete, guys. 10.
You are buffeted back out.
God fucking.
Should probably let your sister do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through now.
I touch you on the shoulder and go, here you go, and cast resistance again.
Okay.
Okay.
Dexterity, please.
It's a natural 20.
Woo!
All right. It does take you some effort, but you learned from your brother's mistakes, and you dig your heels in, and you put all your weight in the lower half of your body, and it takes you 10 feet of movement to go 5, where you are able to enter this now swirling mass of sand and dust. You have difficulty seeing. The visibility is very obscured here. But you have made it into this field of air and sand.
Oh, great. And I make some kind of perception check, which I'm sure will be terrible, to see if I see the guy.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Perception check.
Definitely my strong suit. It's a 7.
Yeah, you're pretty sure you see him around the side of the building.
Oh. Guys, I see him. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's him. Kind of hard to see.
I would like to try and wrap a piece of cloth around my head so that way I'm able to breathe. And try to push my way into the fountain since it's tall. You said 4-foot walls and like a 6-foot drop in, right?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. She's gonna attempt to try to take shelter there if she can break in.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw, please.
Six.
Yeah.
All right. You are pushed backwards and you undelicately fall on your ass.
Excellent. Can I instead be thrown back into Bjorn?
Will Bjorn catch you is the question.
You're muted.
Absolutely.
All right, then you can of course be thrown back into Bjorn. And
Thanks
everyone goes,
for that.
"Aww," for a moment.
Oh, guys are so awkward.
You
Anyway,
can't see.
I can feel it. I can feel the
How-
awkward all the way over here.
How tall is this canyon? Kind of down, like, yeah.
Yeah, the little crevice thing is about 20 feet down. It's a very deep decline.
On both sides.
Yep.
So I want to make my way, kind of like southeast and try to get up, like up on top to try to look over and see if I can see kind of down into the swirling sands.
Sure, absolutely. You can easily just walk along the sand path.
Do I see, looking down there, I would specifically be looking for something that would be causing this weird swirl. Like, is there like a device or some sort of like an obelisk or a
Absolutely.
creature?
Make me a perception check.
Perception is +4. Probably gonna, 19.
Okay. You notice a couple of things. The first is off out of the corner of your right eye. You see a weird-looking rock. It's kind of more lump, and like soft than a rock. It's not even like a boulder. There's something wrong about the texture of this rock. And then you realize that the rock is moving slightly. And it is, in fact, a man with his cloak pulled over himself, trying to look like a boulder.
Trying to pull the Samwise. Didn't
Yep.
cut it.
Yep, he read Lord of the Rings recently. But as far as the this water fountain, if you will, you don't see anything unusual. Like, there's nothing shiny, there's nothing metallic. You can make out now the patterns. You can look through the swirling of the sand to see the patterns of the tiles. And it is a repetitive, almost like a cyclone image that is repeated over and over on each individual tile. But you don't see anything that might be the cause of it.
Okay. Can Yvain see me? Or I mean, Yvain, were you looking my direction when I went up on the canyon, or what were you doing?
Yeah, she was kind of watching you.
So I'm gonna immediately, as I look down and meet eyes with Yvain, I'm gonna point towards the bandit and kind of give one of these things, like over there, and just keep, pointing him out like he's right there without yelling.
Okay.
And then I will try to slowly, sneakily make my way over to the other canyon, kind of over here.
All right, make a stealth check for me, please.
I have disadvantage on stealth rolls and a +0.
Nice, beautiful.
But I rolled a 11. I rolled a natural 19 and an 11.
Okay. All right, duly noted.
And I would be trying to, as I'm moving, I would be trying to kind of keep pace. If Yvain is heading that direction, kind of keep pace with her from above while she's walking down below or whatever direction she's going.
Okay.
From a map perspective, this looks like it's a cavern, but it's like this is the path that actually goes down, right?
Correct. Okay, so
That's like a valley, right?
It's
Like-
a canyon.
Like this
yeah,
part
this
is
particular
what's
section
going
of Earth
down.
has been worn away enough, whether it be by wind or
Yeah.
maybe it used to be a river.
Okay.
that this section lowers and then comes back up again.
Okay.
It's like one of those optical illusions where if you look at one part of the horse, it's going backwards, and if you look at the other part of the horse, it's going forwards.
Yvain is going to try and get to this point sneakily because she doesn't want to be in his line of sight quite yet. She wants to try to
All
like.
right, you said the magic word. Can I get a stealth check, please?
Yes. At disadvantage also because I have armor. Okay, so that is a dirty 20 and that is not that's a 9.
Okay. Beautiful.
Sad.
Faye, give me another perception check, this time without disadvantage.
Okay, I was gonna say, as this is happening, Faye's gonna put out her hand and like start to creep around the circle and trying to like find where the boundary is.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. While that's going on, I'm trying to tie a piece of rope to a javelin so I can throw it through the wind wall.
You said
No.
perception?
Yes.
17.
Okay. You, as you are making your way around this wall, feeling it, you're looking up to see how high up it goes. Is it domed? Is it a cylinder? What is the shape of this wall? And as you're looking up, you notice that there's a couple of very large birds just idly circling above.
I don't know what that's about, but they're doing the thing that the wind's doing down here. I mean, it could be like, does it go that high? Could they be like caught in a perpetual circle that they can't fly out of? That would be a terrible fate for a bird. We gotta figure out how to stop this so that they can come down.
Did you say something?
That'd be unfortunate.
Let's not throw sharp things in a windstorm, Cade.
You don't know what I'm doing.
Can I tell what kind of birds they are?
Make a nature check.
Okay.
Which chat says it's a rock.
Beautiful.
No.
Yes.
I write down notes for later.
I rolled a natural 20 on my nature check.
Nice.
Ooh.
You have encountered these before in your travels. They are giant vultures.
Holy.
Much better than a rock.
Much better than a plastic bag.
Still bad.
know, I turn over my shoulder as I'm talking to Teddy, but loud enough so that Stack and Kissim and Cade might be able to hear me. You know, I encountered these birds. They stole they stole the ring off of my friend's horn. It didn't go over very well. They like swooped in. They're called giant vultures. We don't like them. They're not great. So when we do get them out, we need to run away very quickly.
Okay. Noted. I'm gonna sit down and start ritually casting Detect Magic unless we get interrupted by something.
Okay.
See if I can discern something more about this whirling mess.
Okay. Bjorn, you notice as Yvain is moving closer, the lumpy rock that you have determined to be the bandit you were following seems to be changing positions a little bit. And you notice something small and thin come pointing out from beneath the bottom of his cloak in the direction that Yvain is coming from.
As soon as I see that, I will shoot him with a firebolt. I will pull out my pistol, make a shot.
Okay.
I just realized that I was used as bait.
Nat one. That was not my intent, actually. I was just trying to use my bait. That's how it worked. I was hoping to pincer this guy and capture him.
Well,
I missed.
You don't kill him, because it goes wide. But with that, I do need everybody to roll initiative.
And I'm gonna holler, Yvain, he's got the weapon on you.
Also, does Bjorn need to roll percentiles?
Mm-hmm.
He does.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
thanks,
Used
you,
as
guys.
Kate.
bait and possibly cooked. Mm.
43.
All right, nothing terrible happens. You're fine.
Whew.
Initiative. +0 to my initiative. Come
I'm
on, D&D
stuck
Beyond. Don't
in a
fail me now.
windstorm. I don't know if I know anything right
My
now.
Got a seven.
initiative was in the tracker, and now it's not in the tracker.
That's because I had to reset it from the previous initiative.
Just roll again, and you can type in your old one since you got that natural 20.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Instagram really didn't like us complaining about
Oh no, people were mad at us.
being compared to tied to Dex. They were like, no, it is this way for a reason.
And now I don't roll a natural.
Wait, they're complaining about what?
One of the quotes that we posted was like, "Here we go, rolling my initiative with my +0 because it's tied to your dex stat because that makes sense." And people
Yeah.
were very mad that
Very
that
fuming.
Will did not want it tied to your dex stat.
That's funny.
Yeah. Definitely should not be, but that's a topic for another day.
All right, so let's fix Faye. You got Faye.
While
in
we're
there.
talking about that, follow us on our Instagram, Twitter, and TikToks. All of our stuff is down
We are
below.
power wordplay. Puke.
Puke.
All right. We want descending. All right. Faye, you are up first. I'm not quite sure that you see this commotion happening because you're at a bad angle to look around the wall.
Well, I'm gonna take my movement first. Can I see him here?
Make a perception check.
14.
You actually do not.
Okay.
You just
well,
see some rocks.
I'm going to bring Teddy next to me. And like I still have 10 feet of movement. Can I see him from there?
He still looks like a rock.
Okay. Well, I'm going to bring Teddy next to me. I'm going to kneel down behind my shield and wait. In the case that I see anybody, I will set them on fire.
Beautiful. Okay. The bandit, seeing a bolt of flame come shooting at him, jerks, and now Faye, you realize, oh, it's a bandit, not a rock. And he takes his loaded crossbow and moves it from where it was pointed to Yvain to up on this being that is attacking him from above. Does a 21 hit, Bjorn? You're muted.
Yes,
I saw
it
the
hits me.
yes.
Yep.
All right. For 8 points of piercing damage.
oh,
Okay. Thank God I have temporary hit points.
And then he's going to let out a loud, ear-splitting whistle. It is so high-pitched that you almost can't hear it. But when you do, it like jabs into your eardrums. It is splitting.
Do I hear this at all?
You do not. It is too high-pitched for you to hear. What you do hear, however, are the loud answering caws of the giant vultures as they begin to swoop down.
God.
Okay.
Those are big
so
boys.
coming down at a nosedive, we're going to start with Faye. There is now something approaching you. It has a flying speed of 60 feet, so it will potentially meet you if you want to let off your held action.
Yes. I would like to set it on fire.
Okay. How would you like to set it on fire? This is very important.
You mean like what spell?
Correct.
I was gonna cast Create Bonfire.
Okay.
It's a dex save.
It's a dex save. All right. A natural 1.
Amazing. For 2 points of fire damage.
Beautiful. Okay. Actually. Okay. I should have been better prepared to write this down.
Also, Syrinscape went quiet.
Yeah, turn it up. Quieter track.
Yeah,
Just
and it's our battle music.
there it is.
Oh, I forgot to open that.
Yeah, it's battle drums. Thank you, Syrinscape.
Thank you, Syrinscape.
I am
Okay.
sitting in silence.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem. All right. Swooping down towards you comes this giant vulture Fae. It is going to make 2 attacks. First, it's going to try and poke at you with its beak for a dirty 20. You take
Hit.
8 points of piercing damage. And then as it goes to swoop and make a U-turn to head back upwards, it's going to swipe at you with its talons. Actually, I forgot. Alright. This one's a 21 to hit for 9 points of slashing damage.
Damn.
And
Not happy.
And as he makes a U-turn and starts to move back upwards, you see that he has a rider on his back.
Oh,
Rider.
Oh no!
Which one has the rider? Both of them?
All of them.
Well, the only one that is close enough for anybody to see is the one adjacent to Faye at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. I am not feeling well.
To be fair, this giant vulture is now moving back out of your range, so if you want to take an opportunity attack, you can.
You muted Miranda.
You muted yourself.
Oh
There you
jeez, I thought I was unmuted. Yeah, I want to fuck this guy up.
Alright, do it.
Hold on. Let's see. What should I do? Didn't think
Please
about
put that in
this.
quotes.
Mess his life up.
Oh. I'm not gonna blow my spell slot this early. I'm just gonna try to hit him
It's
with
a-
another bonfire.
So,
It's
an
a
opportunity
reaction, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
Okay, never
Uh,
mind.
yeah, if you don't have the Warcaster feat, you can't attack with
can't.
spells. Okay, do you have a physical item you can hit with?
No.
You can make an unarmed strike. You can try and punch him.
Oh, you had a scimitar.
I don't have my
Yeah.
scimitar out. I pulled out my shield. I'll try and punch him. Ah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna ram him with my horn.
There you go.
That's
There
what I'll
we
do.
go.
There you go. Headbutt the bird.
Yeah.
My roll 20 just went out. So I'm gonna roll not in there because
That's fine. I trust you.
it's a 10 to hit.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that's a miss.
I figured.
No, that hits the giant vulture.
Woo!
Hell yeah! For 3 points of damage.
All right, 3 points of bludgeoning.
Every point counts.
But as this giant vulture is flying away, does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. You see coming from its rider on the back, this bright blue bolt comes and hits you, aiming for the rams that dared to hit this bird, and you take 6 points of cold damage.
Oh, man.
Oh no.
Does Teddy get an attack
Need
of
help.
opportunity?
Does the wildfire spirit get an attack of opportunity? I would imagine. Does it have any melee attacks?
I feel like yes.
I don't think it does. I think it just has a
No,
ranged
it
hit
just says
fire
fire
seed thing,
seed.
and it can teleport.
Yeah, it's just fire seed and teleportation.
Okay, then no, it can't make an attack of opportunity. I will, however, because I am a kind of benevolent DM, if at some point in time you take the Warcaster feat, I will allow that to be applied to your wildfire spirit.
Woo. Nice. Cool.
Because I think that's cool.
Make a note.
I think that's cool. Okay. The vulture in the upper left-hand corner is going to stay where it's at, but let's see. But a couple of daggers are going to come flying at Kesem. Okay, does a 22 hit Kesem?
Yes.
God.
Okay, for 3 points of piercing damage. And a 12 misses.
12 does miss.
Okay, and then this one to the south is going to continue its path around. Get here. And it is now about 30 feet above surface level from where it is standing. And 2 daggers are going to come flying, one at Yvain and one at Bjorn.
F.
A 17 to hit Yvain.
It does not.
Okay. And a 21 to hit Bjorn.
Yep.
Alright, 5 points of piercing damage to Bjorn. But now you have a dagger sticking out of you. So don't
That's
say I never
exciting.
gave you anything.
Well, I always want it. Bjorn's
now-
looking rough.
It is Kate's turn.
So do I see these giant dark blobbies like around? Like, do I see them through this wall of boob?
Yes. Despite the areola next to you, you do in fact see these large birds.
In the titty twister?
In the titty twister. Fuck you. I don't want to play this game anymore.
Okay. So, I'm gonna run out after the blob that I see moved past me. So, this guy over here. So, I'm gonna try and run through the wall.
Okay.
Do I have to make a dex save to get back
You do.
out? Cool. It's a 19.
All right. Yep. So it is difficult terrain moving within the area of the sphere.
Yeah.
So
That was 10. So that's 20 feet of my movement, and I still
Okay.
have 15 left. So
Okay.
1, 2, 3. And that puts me at exactly 30 feet.
well, he is. I'm going to be a bitch. He is 30 feet up in the air.
Of
But if you
course.
angle yourself maybe about 5, 10, 15, maybe about here, I'm going to say you
Oh.
can hit him.
That makes sense. Cool. All right. So I'm gonna take the javelin that I was using to tie a rope to earlier, and just chuck it at the vulture.
At the giant vulture.
Um,
Do it.
But first, I would like to rage.
Okay.
The thing that I want to do.
Order
and
of
so I-
operations. Good to remember.
Yes, I would like to rage. So let's see what this does. That's a 4, which means
I think your item can now be thrown and then it returns to you. Right?
yes, I can throw it. Light and thrown properties with a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet. If the weapon leaves your hand, the weapon reappears at your hand at the end of the current turn. Cool. So
Okay.
I'm gonna throw this javelin.
So the sucky thing is you now have to throw it at disadvantage because it's more than 20 feet away.
Yes.
But the
that's
good
true.
news is it comes back to you.
Alright. Disadvantage. Oh man, does a 10 hit?
A 10 still hits.
Yes. Great.
Fuck that vulture up.
Who? Barbarian Rage. Alright, so the javelin does 7 points of piercing plus 2 rage damage, so 9 points.
Okay. And then something really weird happens, Cade. Your javelin is back in your hand.
What?
You could have sworn you just threw it. But this javelin must be made of magic. It must be a returning javelin.
Wow, I had no idea. It just looks like a piece of wood, but maybe this was the lucky one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Learn something new every day.
cool.
Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
All right, Kessam, you're up.
How far away is Northwest Bird?
I
know he's up and distance, so.
Correct. He is 60 feet in the air, so let's split the baby and call it 80 feet away.
Lovely. I would like to cast Guiding Bolt, please.
Certainly. Is that a dex save? Oh no, it is a roll.
just a roll to hit.
All right.
And I'm
For
going
how
to
much
assume
damage?
23 really hurts him. 17 radiant damage.
Oh, nice roll.
Okay. I'm going to say that the giant vulture begins to plummet and then catches itself, but it is now only 30 feet above the ground.
Bonus action, I want to just keep myself between threats and stack. Just
Okay.
however that looks.
That's your movement, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not moving.
Okay.
And I think that's all I can do. I don't have any useful bonus actions.
Is it me?
Vane.
All right.
First.
I'm gonna jump up and seeing that we're getting disabled, I'll close my book and just leave it on the ground and try to climb up into the backpack real quick. So I guess half my movement to stand up and then up into the backpack.
Okay. I will need a check because we are in combat.
Oh. 22.
Okay. With ease, you climb into the backpack.
Practiced. Seeing him lit up like a fucking torch changes my plan, and I'm gonna pull my prism out, and all the mirrors are gonna swirl around it, and I'm going to cast Ice Knife, but it's gonna bounce around inside the mirrors a few times and come out like a force beam.
Nice.
So 11 to hit.
11 does hit, but the original bolt actually is redirected to the rider sitting on top of it. Still hits,
Okay.
but I
So-
guess it will take 7 points of force damage.
So it takes 4 points of force damage for being hit, and then I need a dex save from both of them.
From both of them. Well, the giant vulture failed.
So 3 force.
And so did he.
3 force.
Okay. Well. So the giant vulture, descends another 30 feet and then impacts into the sand and skids and leaves a big plume of dust and sand behind him. And there's a cry of agony as the rider who was on the back of the vulture is tossed off of him is able to catch himself. But he is now currently prone, and he is reaching out and is sobbing over the loss of his vulture.
Kesem, we definitely need one for questioning. Let's you and me go detain that guy.
Evane.
Okay. She is going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. And she's going to attempt to punch the ever-living shit out of this guy with her Thunder Gauntlets.
Okay. Do it.
Yeah, 19.
That'll hit.
Excellent. And that is 8 points of thunder damage.
How would you like to kill him?
Yes. So she, I think, is just pissed at this point because he's the one that's been running. So she kind of like gets a running start at him and just like knocks him in the sweet spot of the jaw, and she just hears his neck like crack.
Okay. Can I flavor it a little? Because I really like the image of you like coming running around the corner and then superhero punching him, like jumping up and
Yes.
punching down and like.
Yes. Yes. Down.
Great job, Evane.
She'll wink back at him.
All right. Anything else on your turn, Evane?
I do have bonus actions technically, but I'm not going to use them right now. I'm good.
All right. Bjorn.
How high is this vulture over here?
60 feet above ground level.
Good, so there'll be a lot of damage when he hits the ground. I am going to holster my pistol, pull out my wand of magic missiles, and expend. How many charges do I have left? I have. If I get down to 1, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna expend all 3 of the 3 last charges I have and fire 3 magic missiles at this bird.
5. It's 3 for your first one, and then additional 1 for each additional charge.
Correct.
Yeah, so casting it at the 5th level, right? Spells.
3rd level.
To shoot
5.
5, you cast it at 3rd level. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's selling me 3C. That's the charges. Sorry. Okay.
Okay. So
am I
roll
rolling?
5. Okay, you can do it that way too. Okay, I'll keep track.
You want me to
2.
roll? Okay, that's for each missile. So 3, 4. 1 more. So that was 4. 4.
Nice.
Okay.
11 damage.
Oh, way more than that.
17 damage.
17 damage, and then I have to roll to see if it's destroyed. My wand, right? Let's see. If you spend the wand's last charge, roll a d20.
Correct.
On a 1, it's destroyed. Roll to 5, not destroyed.
That was close.
It was close. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to pulse my turret and that green kind of healing.
Those were all
energy.
at the vulture and not the rider, right? Or
All
did
at
you
the
split
vulture.
At the vulture. Okay.
All of them at the vulture. My intention is to make it fall so the rider hits the ground.
Okay.
And then I'm pulsing my my protector cannon to give myself temporary hit points.
Okay.
Oh, and I got max, so I get 11 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Nice.
I needed that because I was down pretty low. And then I'm going to move. Actually, I should have moved towards Evane first before I did that because she would have got the temporary hit points too. I'll move down here with Evane.
So
That's-
you'd have to
you'd be
descend
jumping.
20
Yeah.
feet. So if you want to do that, I will need either an athletics or acrobatics check.
Oh, there's a descent right here. I thought that was like a
Correct.
low spot.
No, the way I'm viewing it is the darker orange is the rock structure, and then the lighter is sand that has
Covered up the
been
edge.
caught
of it.
up.
Got
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I'll Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Not with my low hit points. So I will start making my way north then. 10, 15, 20 to right here.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Faye.
And I want to lay prone.
Okay. You are prone. Faye, your turn.
My turn.
You and Teddy.
Teddy, yes.
Teddy.
Okay.
Yeti, the Yeti.
I'm going to possibly be a dum-dum, but I'm gonna run to almost directly underneath the vulture, but not directly underneath the vulture, because he's 60 feet up in the air, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to. You have never seen Faye this perturbed before. Her horns just start glowing and steaming as I cast Flaming Sphere
Nice.
directly onto this dude.
Okay. And just because he has a rider, I want to specify, are you aiming for the rider or the vulture?
It is anything within 5 feet of it. So if it is going at him, it is going also at the rider.
Okay. I will say you position it so that it'll hit both of them, because it is a large creature, so technically it is 10 by 10. But you're an intelligent being. I'll say you're aiming it for both.
Cool. So they both need dex.
Okay. Him. Rider fails.
Yes.
Vulture saves.
Dang.
So the rider takes full damage and the vulture takes half.
Okay.
And I am going to then move back here and use my bonus action to command Teddy to fire seed the vulture. And I'm going to scream at the vulture,
Nice.
I told you that you've never been nice to me. Vultures suck!
What is the range on Flame Seed?
It is 60 feet. So,
Okay, so
I'll
he'll
move
have to
him first.
use.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but that's fine. Just
Viciously mocking
directly
the
below,
vulture.
just shooting a little bolt of fire straight up.
Yeah, and it's not just shooting. He is literally like a watermelon seed, spitting it out of his mouth, because that's what he thinks of vultures.
Well, that hits the vulture.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Did it go? No.
Yep.
For 7.
All right, and the vulture begins to plummet.
I start laughing.
Nobody
Good
ever
job,
pissed
gold
off
girl.
Faye. Ever.
She
Don't
must
give
be
her a pet
hangry.
vulture.
Right, let's see.
We need to find Faye some cheesy bread like now.
Yeah, like now.
All right, so his rider actually isn't able to disengage from the vulture in time before the impact of hitting the ground. So he's going to take some falling damage.
Got stuck in his seatbelt.
This further reinforces my desire to not have you as an enemy, Goat Girl. Very good job.
When I get angry, I don't do well when I'm not at my best. I'm sorry, I can't keep control of my emotions that well. But luckily, it's the vulture and not you.
There is no need to apologize. You did quite well.
Thanks.
All right. So it is now their turn, and this gentleman is going to scream in rage and frustration as he climbs to his feet and locks eyes with Faye. He's going to throw his arms back and just And $19 to hit.
I'm down. I'm sure of that.
All right. 6 points of cold damage to you.
I am out. That's just insulting to throw cold damage at the pyro.
And this one over by Cade is going to dash.
Oh, there's another one.
And is going to begin to dive down. And he can just make it to low enough where he can attempt to climb on. So he will use the rest of his movement to attempt a climb. The strength. Oh yeah, he can climb on. So now he is also on this vulture, but they can't move from that spot. They're stuck there. Cade.
It's fine. Great.
Sorry.
Super great. Somebody make me learn Misty Step or teleport or something.
Once your artificers get to level 6, we can make fly, or no, level 10, we can make boots of flying. So.
Hey, you just
But
need to
that's gonna
get
be a
the right surge on the wild magic table, because one of them is at the end of every turn. You poof 30 feet.
Indeed. So,
Okay.
luckily.
Hold on. You're running in a straight line?
Yes.
I need 2 dexterity checks. Dexterity saving throws because you're running through the force wall. Or the wall of air.
I didn't run through the force wall. I was.
She had a
Here.
tangent line to the circle.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
There. I mean, unless
Okay,
that is
that's
considered
fine.
the
I
force
will-
wall.
I'll allow it.
Okay. Cool. Huh.
I thought you
Uh,
were more over here. More southern than southwest.
Nope. But I'm like, well, thank goodness Bjorn made me faster because now I can get to this guy before he runs away too. Come and hit me, please.
Alright. Guess your turn.
Oh, Cade, you're gonna be very upset with me. I would like to go 5, 10, 15. I would like to throw sleep at that guy.
Poor Cade. Come on, guys. Let her have it once.
Yeah. There's no way he has more than 18 hit points. He does not. Oh, it's this guy. Yeah, no, he is knocked out in an instant. Wait, I have a cute little icon for that now.
Sleepy time.
Where are the Z's?
Sad.
I'm sorry, Cade. We needed one alive to question.
Are you gonna take more movement towards the other guy and tell
Yes,
Cade
I
what's
am.
up? Because Cade's got no idea.
I know. Cade, go for that one.
There it is. He's sleeping.
I can't even be angry anymore.
In 20, 30, or 20, 25, 30.
Alright. Is that the end of Kesum's turn?
Yes.
Alright. Jack.
And this guy's on the ground, or the bird.
Yeah, he's technically 5 feet above the ground, but yes.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
With 2 riders on his back.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit the bird with a level 2. No, just a level 1 ice knife. Or force knife.
Force knife. Alright.
24 to hit for 5 force damage, and dex saves from all 3.
Okay. I am rolling so badly for them. They all fail.
Excellent. An additional 11 voice damage.
You know, I think I speak for everyone when I say we don't feel bad for you.
No. I'll just wait. My luck will turn. But the vulture is dead. If I could select it. There we go. So he plummets, and there's another anguished cry as the other rider gets to his feet. No, the other rider's dead. Yeah, they only had 9 hit points, so he's dead. And it is just this one guy who is now... Let's see if he survives or is able to get up. Oh, okay, he's able to disengage himself and get off the vulture.
Capture that guy. We can interrogate both of them at the same time. Or, like, kill him in front of his friend. Not bad.
Stack!
Sorry.
I like it.
And with those uplifting words, it is your turn.
Okay, so she's going to move. It's 1, 2, 5, 6. And she is going to... Let's see. I'm reading a spell. 1 sec. Okay. She is going to wiggle her fingers, and all of a sudden you see her fingers kind of transition into darts, and she's going to throw them all at once at this guy, and they kind of like start to have little blue glowing magic, like they're kind of going all around towards him to try to hit him. I cast magic
Are you
missile.
giving him the magic finger?
Yes.
Nice.
I did that once.
So. And he's gonna take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
No, you rolled that 3 times.
What? Oh,
Cast
see,
me at
that's
level 1.
that's misleading as D&D Beyond. I will roll 2 more times. Go. Okay. 6 more damage.
All right. And how does this one die?
So, as
It's actually
the...
8 because it's 2d4 plus 1.
Oh, yes, thank you. As kind of the missiles like are streaming back and forth and zigzagging into each other, they all hit him right in the chest at the same time, and there's just a blue light that flashes and he gets blown apart. And then her fingers slowly start to come back up, and she's...
Nice. All right. For all intents and purposes, we are out of combat.
Well, Branda's down. Or Faye's down.
Yep, this is true.
I am going to rush forward as I see Faye fall, and I'm gonna, put the wand like back in. I'm gonna open up my little what's that called? My duster coat. Put the wand back in. Pull out my my Tinker's tools, and out of the Tinker's tools, like little toolbox, I pull out a pair of essentially jumper cables, and I just go up to her and shock her with a cure wounds.
Okay.
so jarring.
Defibrillator.
I almost want to make this like an attack roll. Like, geez. But okay.
Not gentle at all.
Bjorn's not
Smack
gentle.
you
I mean,
awake.
Yeah.
No,
His
it's
be- his
very
I
be-
think
him.
it could be really interesting, especially if like she had failed 2 death saves and your attack roll is like super successful, you could just kill her while you're attempting to heal her. I think that's fascinating.
Bedside manner.
But no, it's fine. You can just heal.
Don't do that.
Every
And then,
time you heal, roll percentiles.
as soon as I see her her eyes come back awake, I'm going to pulse my protector cannon again to give her temporary hit points. Which she only got 4, but
As my eyes open, you see the look on my face, and I just go, "Holy mother of fire!"
I'm sorry. I know it probably didn't feel good, but you're awake.
You know, it didn't feel as bad as you would think.
I mean, some people like this. You know, to each their own.
Right. And over the next like 15-20 seconds or so, Kesem and Stack specifically notice, since they're so close, that this wall of windy sand begins to slowly dissipate and calm, and then eventually disappear altogether.
Kate, can you take care of that one?
I'm like sitting next to him, very disappointed.
Please tell me you're sitting like on his back so he can't get up.
I'm sitting next to him.
Sulking. Understandably.
I want to kind of put my arm like around Faye, kind of give her a shoulder to lean on, and walk our way down towards everybody else, kind of towards the middle as the thing starts to swirl down.
Hey.
I didn't say this, but thanks for getting me up, pal.
It is no problem. You just keep killing shit like that. We make a
Anytime.
good team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run up to this waterfall thing and see if I can look around for. You said it was 6 feet down.
The wall in front of you goes up 4 feet, and the other side of it is then a dip of 6 feet.
Oh,
So you'd have to go up 4 and then down 10.
So it's kind of like a little fountain,
okay.
basically, or yeah.
Yeah, I just want to like really take my time giving this a once over to see like what's what with it. If it's a secret entrance to somewhere, if there's any sort of magical writing, I guess are the two big things that I'm looking for.
Okay. I will keep in mind the fact that you're taking your time to do this, but go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Can I assist him?
Absolutely.
Just I want to kind of, as he's looking around, I'm also gonna just scan with my my eyepiece.
Okay.
Thank God that turned our 11 into a 16.
Okay. I'm going to give it some time and let other people do stuff because you are taking the time to investigate, and I'll tell you what you find afterwards.
Sure.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
I go up to Faye. It's my turn to say you went down this time.
I couldn't keep letting you have all the fun.
It's not fun. I'm glad that it took you this long.
I mean, you know, it was kind of fun getting shot back to life, you know?
He did what?
Oh, no, don't worry about it. It was good. Bjorn was good. He's a good guy.
You can count on me.
I want to insight check Faye when she means he's a good guy. $16.
Oh, you know exactly what she means. She said it with a wink and a smile.
Well, at least you're okay now.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna hang back a little bit, but if you need any help looking for some tracks or setting stuff on fire, I'll be here.
Okay. Vane's gonna walk over to the other group.
I am restraining Mr. Bandit. Cultist, person, human.
I am
Thing.
very visibly pouting in the sand
No.
next to it. No one
right.
lets me do the one thing that I am good at. That's all I say.
That's not true.
If I
You're good at
remember-
shadow puppets too.
If I remember our last fight,
Cade killed all the things in the last fight.
Yeah.
I have a
It has
very
to be every
selective
fight.
memory. Very selective memory.
This
So
does not conform with
It's-
my narrative.
It's short-term memory.
Indeed.
Cade, would you like to wake him up?
You can smack him.
It's not fun. I was gonna throw my magical javelin again because I found out that it was magic.
When
Oh.
did
Came-
you get
it came
a magic
back to me.
javelin?
I don't know. It came back to me. I just pulled it out and I threw it, and it was back in my hand again.
Did Bjorn give that to you?
No, not that I know of. But I don't really notice stuff. So
It was not me.
Interesting.
because it just looks like a piece of wood. So like it looks like all my other javelins. I don't know why.
You suddenly haven't taken up the family business, have you?
A family business. Do you see musical instruments?
You sometimes do drums.
But I wasn't like singing during battle or something. I can't
she
do
might-
magic. I've never been able to do magic.
I don't
Stacks
know.
thing.
Does anyone else in your family have it?
I mean, everyone else in my family does magic, except for me.
Well, maybe you do too, and you just didn't know.
Doesn't make any sense.
Why don't we talk to Stack?
Okay. Did you want me to wake him up? Did you want me to drag him to Stack? What is...
You can
I
drag
can-
him to the middle.
Cool. Going to drag him to the middle.
Okay. Stack and Bjorn, you guys have spent some time walking around looking for symbols, looking for items, trying to figure out what the deal is with this fountain. And you have noticed a couple of things. The first is, now that you are closer and inspecting the tiles that seem to line this fountain, what appeared to be like a cyclone in shape before is not the most accurate description. It actually looks something a little more. Kitty. I just need a piece of paper. There we go. Looks more like this. Repeated over and over and over again.
That's on all the tiles?
Correct.
And do they go around like they would point like a whirlwind? Like the arrows
No,
would
it's
point the direction of the wind?
just hexagonal tiles that are interfacing with that symbol on all of them.
Interesting.
They all, I guess, if you consider the tip of this shape, if you're thinking of that as like an arrow, technically they're all pointed south.
Yeah, I
do
was
with that
thinking
what
of
you
like
will.
the direction of the wind is what I was thinking.
Gotcha. The other thing you notice is that on the tip of the fountain itself, which now that you have been able to see these tiles, you realize that the shape of the spouts from where the water would come out of is actually branched, much like the shape on the tile. and there seems to be something stuck in this middle point of the branch.
Like sticking out of like an object sticking out of it.
Yes, sticking out of the top of the fountain. It is thin and about 2 feet long.
I want to get a little closer without touching and just kind of inspect the object.
Well, that was included with your investigation. If you want to get closer, you'd have to climb the 4-foot wall and then scale down 10 feet and then go over to the fountain and climb back up again.
Could I reach out and touch it with Mage Hand?
You can
It's got a
certainly
30-foot
try.
range.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to basically reach inside my pouch and pull out a little it looks like a little almost like a mug, like a ball with a handle on the inside, and I'm going to push a button and it has like a mechanical like one of those gag punching things that you used to see in cartoons, but it's a little mage hand that reaches out and try to reach across and pull it. Like a lever or yank it out.
Okay. It pops out rather easily. And it is now holding about a 2-inch wide, 2-foot long object.
Okay. And I will just retract the mechanical mage hand back to myself and kind of set the object on the ground, kind of in between me and Stack.
Okay.
To take a look at.
Sure.
We'll get to that in 1 second. Mr. Dr. Boom, do you have any idea what these runes mean?
I do not. Are they in a language that we speak?
What languages do you speak?
Common, deep speech, dwarvish, elvish, undercommon.
No.
I'm right there. Can I see them as well?
Sure.
Can I read them?
What languages do you speak?
Common, Druidic, Primordial, and Sylvan.
Well, if you want, I can. If you give me 10 minutes, I can detect if that's magical. Then another 10 minutes to tell you what it does, and then another 10 minutes to tell you if these runes have any language to them.
We can also ask our new friend.
Or that.
I doubt he's very helpful. If they're related to the last bunch, do you have anything you can put in his mouth to prevent from biting off his tongue? Because the last guy wasn't so talkative when we captured him.
I mean, we can multitask. Stack, you can cast while we're trying to get answers out of him.
Okay.
I think it's worth seeing if the object is magical at a minimum.
Alright, I'll start. And my book that I left on the ground all the way over here, I'm going to run over back to it and pick up casting Detect Magic again.
All right.
Oh, we gotta get that to come to you.
Oh, it does. I just forgot.
Kate? You want to poke him? Forcefully?
Would be my pleasure. And I'd smack him in the face.
Okay. Make a unarmed strike attack roll, please.
Unarmed strike attack.
Oh, before we get into interrogating after this, should we take a break?
We're going to. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
It is a 20 to hit.
All right, and roll me damage.
Why? Like clicked like a million times.
It's 4 bludgeoning damage.
Yep, it's 4.
It's 4 bludgeoning damage.
So you wake him up, and then he falls unconscious, and that is where
Spare the dying. Spare the dying.
That is where we will take our 10-ish minute break. And we'll come back with hopefully answers to some questions. But we'll see.
Whoop whoop. Back in a flash.
Right.
And we're back.
Hey guys, welcome back. We are Power Word Play, and this is our Princes of the Apocalypse run. Halfway through our second live session. We left things with some investigating and sort of waking up and killing of prisoners. Let's find out what happens.
Spare the dying.
Yep. I just wanted to see what would happen for shits and giggles. You can take a few minutes and wake him back up gently.
Did anybody else see this thingy glowing red, or is that just me?
Which thingy?
Like, I don't know, the thing that you guys were like, is it magical or not? It's glowing red.
Do the rest of us see that?
Do we see a glowing red thing?
Nope.
Does Stack see a glowing red thing with detect magic?
I'm not done yet, I don't think.
It hasn't been 10 minutes.
Kate, what's glowing red?
I don't know, like the general area is just like red.
And you can see that she's looking at this 2 by 2 by 2 foot thing that you have removed from the fountain.
When you say red, do you mean like the object is red, or like it's red around, or like it's shooting off red? Like, what do you mean when you say red?
I don't know, it's just like glowy.
Kate, is it possible, I'm gonna pull out a bunch of different objects that are different colors. What color is this?
What are you
color is
holding?
it, Beth?
Well, I don't know, like I got different potions and things. I'm kind of being an ass, but trying to figure out if she's colorblind or not.
Okay.
Like, giving her a little colorblind test. What do you see? What do you
It's
see?
an excellent guess.
Yeah, whatever color the object is that you're holding. You hold up a blue bottle and it's blue. You
It's
hold
blue?
up a green piece of paper that you have from something, and it's green.
They're not like glowing like this one. I mean, I know that that's a color.
Well, I mean, the rest of us do not see this color, so I was just trying to make sure you didn't, take a bump on the head or something.
And as you look back at it, the glowing has now stopped.
It stopped.
Nobody touch it.
Interesting.
So we're just gonna wait in silence for the 10 minutes to be out. Is that what we're doing? That's our game plan? All right, everybody
gently
roll
wait.
for boredom as we just sit here in silence for another 8.5 minutes.
We're going to gently wake Mr. Prisoner by like shaking his shoulder and not hurting him.
Yeah, that's totally fine. He wakes back up. He is now restrained, whatever that icon is, but I will take the sleepy one off because he's not sleeping anymore. And he looks up and, who are you?
Your worst nightmare.
Do you say that? Because I'm going to take that as being in canon.
No.
Okay. What's going on?
You attacked us.
And he looks at, he's facing the fountain, and then he tries to look over his shoulder, and when he sees the giant vulture that is laying in the ground behind him, oh no. You killed her!
I mean, were we supposed to let her kill us? You were attacking us from the back of your big giant bird.
He's just glaring at you.
What do you know
Vultures?
about this place?
Not saying anything. Just glaring.
She punches him in the face.
No, spare the dying.
So he comes back and he spits out blood on a tooth, and he's just like, "You might as well just kill me."
Sit down next to him. I had a vulture friend once. He tried to eat my friend's horn off. You don't take to that lightly.
Mm.
And I just stare him in the eyes, like, to the point where you can't tell if I'm, like, plotting his death or just, like, not present behind the eyes.
Oh,
Okay.
he is he restrained with like his hands behind his back?
I'm not the one who tied him. You have to
Yeah,
ask.
Kessim
this.
did
Yeah.
the tying.
That's what I was asking. So
Sure,
Kessim is okay. And what's he wearing as far as like, does he have armor on, or is he just a shirt?
Yeah. He has on some actually like loose flowing robes, it looks like. They're very probably adapted for the weather here. It's a tan color that as you are taking in his clothing, you see that there's actually along the hem of his like one-piece robe outfit is a border that's done in the same symbol that was in the tiles.
Perfect. So I'm gonna kind of step forward and I'm gonna look at Faye and give her kind of like a side eye quickly, and then I'm going to just casually walk up and say, I don't know if you know who I am, but I'm a little bit famous around these parts. My name is Dr. Boone, and I am good at one thing. And then I'm gonna
I'm
pull
sorry,
open
all
his...
I can think is I have a very particular set
That's
of
exactly
skills.
what I was going for. That's what I was going for. We're good. I was going for
Sorry.
Liam Neeson. And I'm gonna go up and yank open his robe to kind of get to his chest, and I'm gonna pull out the jumper cables and very threateningly move them towards his nipples. Now they're for healing, but he doesn't know that, right? So I'm gonna move them forward. I'm gonna say, I suggest you tell us what these symbols represent, because these will not feel good.
A very nipple-centric episode.
That's the title.
Make an intimidation check, please.
That's the title.
God damn it. I am not good with this. Okay.
One giant nipple for mankind.
17 minus 1, 16.
Okay. He rolled a natural 20.
Fuck!
Yep.
Okay.
It's a-
Spits at you with a little bit of blood left, and he looks over actually at Faye, and he says, "Fuck you, flame bitch."
When he says that, I'm gonna hook the jumper cables to his nipples and clamp them down,
I'm just.
and then I'm gonna
start
cast
going,
Shocking Grasp.
"Bzz."
All right.
I'm gonna cast Shocking Grasp through him.
All right. Roll me an attack. Is it a save or is it a?
It's an attack
hit.
roll at touch, 16.
God, I hope.
How I could actually miss jumper cables that were in my hands, I don't know, but I probably did.
No,
13.
it's a 13 that hits. He jerks and falls, and he is dead. There
I'm
is
not
nothing
playing
left
with
of this man.
Well, that didn't work as well as I wanted.
Stack, how are you making progress?
Do.
You're doing detect magic first.
Yep, I got a list. I'm doing my homework.
Okay. It is about this time that you are able to close your book and look up, and lo and behold, this 2x2 by 2 foot thing is glowing red. You know that means that it is part of the evocation pool of magic somehow.
Excellent. Excellent, excellent. I'm gonna climb up on this little dais here and peer down inside.
Okay, well, if you move there, you fall 10 feet.
I'm so
wanna
confused
boogie?
about what the layout of this thing is.
The
Okay.
It's like a
wall?
sunken well or a
Okay.
sunken
Yep.
thing with a pedestal in the
It's
middle.
like
So
like
Oh,
a
I see.
fountain.
Yes.
yeah, picture a fountain with tall walls
Yeah.
and 10 feet
Oh,
down.
okay.
It's a very deep fountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I'll just do the walk around just to make sure I get the peaks on all sides.
Yep. Your friends ping a little bit. You take a glance at the things that you've killed, and they don't ping anything. The only thing of note that is emanating magic is this item that you have removed.
Okay.
Hey,
Here's the
Stack.
report.
Stack, is this javelin glowing? Is it magical?
It is not.
But is Cade.
Don't be silly.
Kate
I'm
is
not
not.
magical.
I don't
She's
know.
not raging, so she's
This
not.
is very confusing.
Well, that's definitely something. I can take the time to identify it. If you want, I'll do the last one. I can do that instantly, but the identify maybe you guys should see if there's anything useful on the bodies, like I don't know, letters, or keys, or things, money. While
Okay.
I do this.
Time to
I
do
will-
some looting of the bodies. I start skipping.
When Cade says that, or when Stack says that, I'll unhook the
Drink.
jumper cables from his nipples and put them back in my coat.
They are singed, like the skin has been burnt a little.
Oh.
Disgusting.
That poor man.
You sterilize
That
that
poor,
before...
poor man.
If you do not sterilize that before you cure wounds me in the future, I'm kicking your ass.
How?
Absolutely sterilized every time I use it.
How?
Wizard.
All
Mm.
right.
Identify.
So Faye specifically said she was excited to loot bodies. So give me an investigation check, Faye.
I'm not good at that. Let's see. 7.
Okay. They have some stuff. You notice
cool
everybody
stuff?
is wearing the same robe that this guy was wearing. The only one who's different is the one that you were chasing. He seems to be wearing leather armor.
Is there any shiny stuff?
Kind of hard to tell. It's kind of dusty.
Okay. I keep skipping around, just like going around and kicking each body a little, making sure they're all dead. And then I go to the vultures and I flick them each in the eye.
You know, Faye,
Okay.
usually when you're looking for objects on people, you reach inside their pockets or into their jacket. Kicking them may not be the best way to investigate.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never actually looted a body. I just thought it sounded like fun. So if you want to give it a go yourself, I will be an observant student and watch you do it the professional way.
And I will nod to her. And can I roll investigation to check
Yep.
out the bodies?
Is it
2
one?
people can do it, or 1 person with advantage. So
Is it one for each guy, or is these rolls for all of them?
it's an accumulated.
Okay.
18.
Nice.
Okay. You find a few things, including you probably still have a dagger sticking out of you that was thrown at you.
Oh,
You
yeah.
are able to find a total of 10 daggers. You're able to find 8 gold pieces, 23 silver, and 59 copper between all of them. You are able to find 3 potions of healing.
Yes.
Thank God.
And you find a piece of paper that looks as if it's been folded and kept in the jacket pocket for an extended period of time. And if you open it, you see that same symbol I described before, which
Mhm.
I'm now going to show to everybody, including viewers at home.
Okay.
Do we
Did it
all see
pop
the
up?
symbol?
Yeah, it's like in the upper right-hand corner of the paper that Bjorn found. And then the rest of the paper seems to be a map of sorts.
You know, that symbol looks like quite a bit like the one we found underground. It kind of feels like it's the same, like graphic designer, same style, but like a different piece of artwork.
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, Faye, that also slightly reminds me of the symbol that was in my dad's shop, too. Not the exact same one, but it's similar.
Yeah. Seems like it's all one group, one person, one creature, I don't know, all this is interconnected in some way.
It could be, but they're different enough that they might not be connected, but it's interesting that symbols just keep popping up.
You know, now that you've said this, I know before I joined up with you all, there was a woman, a dwarf woman I knew, who stole some blueprints from me, and she had a similar marking tattooed on her shoulder.
Similar or the same one?
It was not the same, but it was the same style.
Was it
Okay.
the bowl style one that looks like a cauldron?
It was, and I will kind of draw it in the sand. I think it was the exact same one that we saw on somebody else last week, I think. I put it in Discord.
My notes.
I also
say
shared it to everybody.
There we go.
Faye learned about that symbol when she was asking questions.
That's right.
The one that I was talking about by the same graphic designer.
There you go. I knew we'd encountered it somewhere.
Yeah, mine looks like this, and Evane will draw it in the sand next to.
All right, I will share that one.
You found this symbol in your father's shop, you said, Evane.
Yeah, after it had been looted.
What did they steal?
All of his tools. Like his good ones. And they ransacked the place. They probably took some blueprints too, but I was too focused.
And they left this symbol like a calling card on the wall, or where did
On
you
the
see
door.
it? Interesting. They were called the Builders, yes? Is it possible that they are trying to build something? They stole blueprints
Delvers.
from me. The Delvers. That's
The
right.
Delvers.
I find it odd that they would steal tools from you, blueprints from me.
Do I recognize this symbol from anywhere? Because my religion checks have done so well so far with all this stuff.
Sure, make a religion check.
It's not gonna matter. I'm not gonna recognize it. 14.
No, you've never seen it before.
Any chance it's a giant rune and I recognize it because I speak giant?
Nope.
Since we're all next to each other, I'm actually going to go right here so I can hit Kessim as well. I'm going to pulse my my protector cannon to try to give everybody some more temporary hit points, because we're all beat the hell up. So everybody gets 7 temporary hit points. Unless you already have more, then you can choose not to accept them. But
I will accept.
I get one more.
I appreciate it, but I didn't get hit, so.
Faye,
Things-
you're stepping on my thing. Can you move?
Bjorn, how does that work?
This thing, he kind of
Yeah,
points.
Your mushroom hat. Mm-hmm.
It is not a hat, it is on my shoulders. Listen, I know it looks ridiculous, but it produces a bit of a... You see this green energy that is coming off of it? It is... I can go over it with you later, but basically it emits a field of healing energy. It kind of gives us a bit of a shield.
Okay.
But it is a small radius around me. I cannot expand it.
And it's not from like chemicals or anything like that. It's
No,
just
it is.
energy.
It is just energy. It is like similar to the shield spell that some of these wizards cast, but it just increases your health.
Okay.
All right. So what are we doing now?
I think we're waiting for Stack. Again.
Were you ritually casting, or were you just gonna boof identify?
I was ritually casting.
Okay. Yeah, this conversation could have been going on as you ritually cast and determine that this item appears to be a wind fan.
Wind fan.
Yep. Here, I will post it for everybody.
Like a fan that you would.
Yep. It folds out, and you can hold it in your hand and cool yourself off if you are a belle of the South.
Weird.
Oh, and you can cast a gust of wind spell. That's nice.
Yep.
So I'll explain that. And
Yeah. So find that useful. I wonder if that was what was powering the thing, but it kind of leaves us with more questions than answers.
What were they trying to protect? I think there's something down in the fountain, don't you think?
Well, yeah, that's kind of my thought, but everybody seems a little beat up.
I'm not.
Neither, but
Good for you.
I don't know. Things like to run away from me, so.
good for you. You look happy and healthy. Not me. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. Stack, did you see that thing glow red?
oh yeah, the detect magic skill. Usually when it's read, it things of schools of evocation, kind of like you are provoking the elements to your will, something like that.
I don't know what that means, but I saw red when I looked at it earlier.
You still see red?
No.
Okay, well,
And then Bjorn tried to give me a color test. It was very strange.
that's
He
bizarre.
was just trying to be an ass.
Mm.
I
And
was trying to be helpful.
the javelin returned.
And then the javelin returned to my hand, but it's not a magical javelin because you said that you didn't see magic on it.
Yeah, I thought that could have been. It definitely wasn't me, but Bjorn could have done something with a returning weapon mechanism that we've kind of come up with, but we didn't do that. So
Aid, it's like you're the common denominator here. I don't know what you did, but maybe you were. I don't know.
Is it possible that spending all this time with your brother, it has rubbed off on you a little bit?
I was not aware that magic was contagious.
Did you recently get any fairy dust on you? Maybe that was it. Did a fairy sneeze on you or something?
No, there were a lot of pixies in that forest, though. I don't know why.
but only near you.
There weren't any others?
Well,
Right?
hold on. Well, let's just keep an eye on it. We did, all of us cast a lot of things on you at once in the fight last
It's
time.
true.
Maybe it was some weird, if you try to drink like too many different types of potions, weird things happen to you. Maybe it's something like that. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on
Yeah,
it going
maybe
forward.
it's like a weird side effect of being injected with stuff.
You see Yvain get physically uncomfortable at your mention of that.
There should be no side effects from that. It has been thoroughly tested, but it is possible.
I was thinking like a combination of sorts. She had divine magic on her. She had my spell. She had your chemicals, kind of all in a Brompton cocktail, if you will. Maybe it lingered.
It could be, but if these things are beneficial, then I don't. I don't see a problem with it personally, but
Well, so far.
Yeah. That doesn't mean it's not going to turn sour on you later.
Yeah.
correct.
We'll keep a close eye, and maybe we'll do an experiment. Let's limit it to one buff at a time in the next fight, and see
Okay.
what happens.
It's probably
You don't seem like you're happy with that, Cade.
No, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of cool to be like a million things at once. Especially now that I think I'm kind of exhausted, and I might need help if we fight another thing.
Oh,
But
If it's okay with you, would you rather be big or fast? Let's just try it next time, just to make sure.
fast.
okay.
well, let's give you
Or
Vigilant Blessing again.
Well, it didn't. There wasn't a problem whenever I was like vigilant plus before.
But let's get that one back. That way you can run in fast like you do.
Okay.
It's just the combination that I'm concerned about.
So, in my experience, usually it's usually potions and things of that nature that start to stack up and act weird and counteract and things of that nature. But not everything was a potion, it was just the one magical liquid that you gave her, but that shouldn't have impacted her and adversely with the other stuff that was cast.
I agree. I don't see how it would have caused this, but anything is possible. I mean, I don't know,
Yeah, I
but
don't
I
know.
do not believe that was the cause of this. But
No, I don't really have any other ideas right now. While we're having this conversation, maybe we just take a quick short rest here before we head back, or try to go down into this thing.
Yeah, Bjorn, didn't you say that there was a what else was on that paper besides the symbol?
Will does not remember what was on the paper.
Map.
It was a
beside
map.
the
It was a
symbol.
map.
It was a map. Yes, that's what it was. It was a map.
We could probably look at that. Maybe it's around here.
And I'll pull it out and kind of show it. I'll pull the map out and show everyone, and see if we can make sense of it.
Okay. Anybody, just for shits and giggles, proficient with cartographer's tools?
I am!
Yes.
Yay!
Me too.
Nice. All right,
Proficiencies
so-
actually work when it's not thieves' tools? What?
Isn't that weird? That's so
Really
bizarre.
strange.
I must be doing it wrong. I'm sorry, guys.
We broke D&D, guys. We're playing wrong.
All right.
Now, only if we can find a use for cobbler's tools. If someone needs shoes to be made.
It's gonna happen.
You know what? If you had asked me that was something you were looking for to be useful, I would make it happen.
Not at all.
I'll get back to you.
All right, because two of you are proficient with cartographer's tools. One of you can roll with advantage, adding your proficiency bonus with it, to see if you can see what region this might be, if you can detect landmarks from it. But you guys have to decide which of you is rolling.
You go ahead. That's fine.
Okay. Right. So we didn't build a custom skill for my cartographer's tool, so it's
your proficiency bonus, which right now should be 2.
Yep.
And you're going to add your intelligence score. It should be int-based, I think.
Yeah.
So what's your modifier for that?
5. It's a +5.
Okay, so you roll a d20 and add 7.
Is it at advantage?
It's at advantage.
Oh,
Did you roll a 1?
I rolled a 3 the first time, but now it's a 14, so we're good.
So it's a 21.
Yeah.
All right. So it takes you a moment, and at first you think, no, this is so bizarre and strange. This must be another part of Faerun, and then you realize you're holding the map upside down, and it's like, no, I see it now.
Yep.
And you can actually see marked on the map. I'm gonna move you over just a little bit. You determine that there's a weird hexagonal shape on it that you determine is actually where you are standing. And it has a little X. And then there's also, to the southwest, there's what looks to be a winding path that you determine is actually a river. And at the end of the river is a very tall, pointy building. You're not quite sure what to call it. You've never seen this building before, but it is drawn on there almost as if it is what are the triangles that are very thin? Acute triangles, right? Like a very
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Acute. Obtuse. Acute. So a very elongated, acute pyramid. And that has an X. And off to just to the right off the river, there's another small X. And you're not quite sure what that's indicating because it doesn't have any other landmarks next to it. It just has an X. But you are able to determine, if you look at the map that I have pulled up, that the building it indicates is to the southeast. I think I said west earlier. It is southeast. The map itself is highlighting this region. The light blue.
But there's a hexagon where we currently are.
Correct.
Okay.
The X's could mean that they've been there before. It could also mean that they have found other symbols like this, but I feel like they would make those symbols if that was the case.
There must be something here that they've marked this other than a hex-shaped fountain, right?
Well, to be entirely honest, I don't know the significance of this at all, other than just these runes here. I do have one more spell that might give us a little bit more insight. If it's any kind of language or something like that, I could take a go. We don't gotta wait for that one though.
If you think it'll work.
I have no idea. And I'm gonna snap my fingers, and the book flies out of my backpack into my hand, and I'll open it to a page, and
the gears that are turning on the inside of it that Evane helped me fix. 2 of them pop out and attach to my glasses instantly. And I will use the Awakened Spellbook feature to cast Comprehend Languages without a spell slot or burning the time.
Nice.
Okay, and you're specifically looking at these symbols that you have found?
Yep. See if I can discern any language from them.
Nope. They just appear to be symbols of some sort.
Well, it was worth a shot. That's why I didn't want to waste time, because it wasn't a sure thing. Yeah. Hey, well, we set out to find a cart originally, and thinking that the bandits might have taken it. Looking around, it's pretty clear that they didn't take it here. I suggest we climb down to see if there's anything at the base of this fountain thing, and if there's not, we go to where that X is on the map. It's getting to be about...
What time of day is it?
That's
It's
a good question.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, it's probably early evening by now.
We could
Probably 5, 6 o'clock.
we could check out the bottom, see if there's anything worthwhile. If there is, we go down there and look, and continue that way. If there's not, then we move to this X area and rest along the way.
I think some of us need a rest for the night soon.
Yeah, but
Yes,
I'm saying
please.
let's just investigate this thoroughly so we know not to camp here.
My real question is, this little spot that we're at and this spot over here, why would they put them on the same paper?
Well, probably because the flying entities probably travel in between for various purposes.
I'm assuming
So-
that we might find more of them at those other X's.
And I'm pretty certain that we interrupted a ritual of some kind. I mean, when they came down to fight, is when the sand went away. So I would venture a guess that they were conducting something, and this fan was the catalyst, the linchpin for what they were trying to achieve.
Anybody want the fan?
I think we should take it.
It's a little big for me, but
Faye, do you want it? You could probably put out your flames, maybe.
I could take it if someone can take something from me, because my bag is really, really heavy right now.
I carry
I mean-
70 pounds of halfling and halfling gear.
I mean, if nobody wants to particularly use it, I can carry stuff. So until we
always
want
sell
to
it.
use it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a great idea, but how about you take my tent and I'll take that? Because I love you, Kate, but you run in the front a lot, and I don't want you to run
No.
away before I can ask for it.
Oh, so you want to use it? Okay, I'll take your tent.
Maybe.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. I already carry ours, so it's fine.
You're the best.
Thanks.
I think we're gonna go down into the fountain to explore.
Who wants to go spelunking this time?
I can go. Yeah, I have a sharp eye for things like this.
I would like to go.
I'll lower you down.
Okay.
Vane gets out a rope and starts to tie it around Stack and Cade.
Around both of them? Okay.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
clunk together.
Yeah,
repeatedly.
they're back to back, like dangling.
Oh, she literally tied us together.
Yep.
Yep.
Just being
All right.
lowered like sacrificial lambs into the...
All right. It's only 10 feet down, so I won't make you roll for it. You can move carefully, and lower your 2 halflings to the base of this fountain. let me bring you back to said fountain so we can all see what's going on.
Yeah. Even if we stood on top of each other, we wouldn't be as tall as this hole. So
That is true.
Well, that's actually the plan. I was thinking, if I get on your shoulders and we just do a quick circle, touching and looking at the wall, we can investigate to see if there's anything that we might have missed. Any new symbols, buttons for doors, keyholes, or things like that.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
Cool. Ready when you are.
Okay.
What check should I make?
So we're going to make a couple because you have a halfling standing on top of another halfling while actively investigating, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Strength check from Cade, dexterity check from Stack.
30-20.
Okay.
19.
All right. So you've practiced this maneuver hundreds of times. Usually you have a trench coat on, but you've got this down packed. It's perfect. It's beautiful.
It's part of the family act. We do it a lot.
Yeah. No issue whatsoever. Now you both are investigating. So, roll me both investigation checks.
25.
15.
All right. So you're moving around, and it's actually Stack who notices it first, and he's gonna like lean down and hit Cade's head, because at Cade's height, to her left, as you guys are circling around, at about here-ish, bottom left-hand corner of this inner pillar, there is a small, teeny tiny little knob.
Ooh.
Hey guys, it appears there is a door here. Of sorts.
There's a knob thing.
You're a knob.
I'm not a knob. You're a knob.
I don't know if I recommend opening that door yet. I think we're all pretty beat up. Could use some rest.
Okay, at least we know what's here and that we definitely shouldn't camp close to it. I'm gonna dip my finger into my ink bottle and just do a quick little arrow, so it's easy to find later.
Sure. Not a problem.
While I am almost face to face with it, can I get close to it and try and see if I hear anything, or like perception check it?
Yeah, make a perception check.
That's an 8.
Yeah, you don't hear anything. You don't smell anything. Kind of sandy.
Sounds like sand. That's all I got.
Okay. Let's have him pull us up.
Okay.
Okay. You guys want to make camp out here? But like, not
yes,
here,
please.
not here. Like, maybe further north.
Maybe up on that ridge Bjorn was using before.
Yeah. We'd have a good vantage point.
I can make us a campfire and we can sit around and sing some songs. I'll play my pan flute.
Cade,
What?
I see you making faces.
Oh, sorry. It's my natural reaction when people like mention music of any sort. Anyways.
If not, we could also do scary stories.
Ooh.
Okay, let's set up camp.
Okay. Do so on the ridge.
Just leaving these bodies to the desert?
Yeah, fuck them.
The vultures can eat them. For what
They'll
all I'm
become
concerned.
like leather
vultures
soon
dead
enough. All the moisture will dry out of them.
Gross.
Ew. I was gonna say, I know a really good recipe for vulture meat if you would like me to cook some.
I mean, that's not a terrible idea.
Not a bad idea. Yeah.
We do have
I don't
three
think
giant
we've ever
vultures.
had vulture. Stack, have we ever had vulture?
Maybe at some point, but not to my knowledge.
Yeah. A delicacy.
I
Maybe.
mean, do you need help carving it up, Faye?
Yeah, I'll probably use some help with that.
Okay. Her and I will go over to this one. And I'm gonna attempt to use the dagger, one of the daggers that we found, to try to
Sure.
start carving some out.
In the meantime, I'll help Cade set up the tent.
Okay. Give it enough time, you can accomplish your tasks. And you have people helping. So about a half hour later, you have some good chunks of vulture meat and a nice little camp area set up, little fire going.
Cool.
Cade, your undercut's looking a little shaggy. You want me to clean that up for you?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we're not doing anything else for the rest of whatever.
Wizards have in their starting gear, they have a small knife, but it has no stats, no value, no nothing to it. So I'm just flavoring it as a straight razor, if that's okay.
Sure.
Yeah. I'll attempt.
You
give
roll
her-
a nat 1, and I just have a chunk of hair missing. out of
That
my
one, I
head.
slit your throat on mistake, I think. Is how that goes. Top of the ear is
I get
gone.
stabbed.
God.
Sweeney Todded.
Again.
That one to Evander Holyfield.
Faye and I are working on cooking the vulture meat. We're like slow roasting it.
On a spit.
Mm-hmm.
My spaulders animate and walk down me. They have like little spider legs, and they sit on the ground in front of me, and I start tinkering. I deactivate it, and I start tinkering with them.
I don't know if I like the fact that they're kind of creatures on you. It's kind of creepy.
I mean, it could be quite useful though, Evane. Like today, this mushroom hat, as you call it, it could ride on you into the front line of battle, and you would be able to gain the benefits.
Oh, well, that's just silly.
It could be silly, but it also you would look ridiculous. I do, but
Yes.
you cannot deny the usefulness.
Well, I mean, it's nice that it gives you feel really good temporarily, right? But it eventually goes away anyway, right?
It does, but it comes back. I can do it. I can pulse it continually. Every 6 seconds, I can pulse it again. It kept me alive in that combat. So maybe I should work on my version 2, make it look a little more aesthetically pleasing, huh?
Yeah. You probably want to change the design of it.
What would you suggest?
I don't know. Something sharper, I guess. I don't know. I think he looks silly in general.
She likes some pointy, Cade. Did you hear that?
Sure you do.
I kick Stack.
Hey, watch it. He has a razor in his hands.
Now, don't test me. I'll cut you.
You won't get fed.
Kessa's holding cure wounds for the first sign of blood.
It's just a joke.
I I think I've worked out something similar, Bjorn, but it's not as ridiculous looking. It's just kind of a blue front that comes up, but it's much more reactive.
I mean, it is probably attached as part of your arm, yes? Maybe we can workshop it together, come up with a different design that doesn't look as ridiculous.
Sure.
I can't go around the battlefield with Yvain thinking I look silly, can I?
I mean,
kinda
I'm
wink.
probably not the only one that thinks you look silly.
I mean, is your ego that frail?
It is not at all. I'm aware of how silly it looks, but, functionality over beauty.
I mean, have you seen the man's coat? He likes to accessorize. So,
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it has lots of pockets, and I'll open it up, and it's just full of pockets that are stuffed full
Yeah.
of tools and things.
pockets are amazing.
I need me one of those. Yeah.
You see? I bet when this coat was first made, it looked ridiculous, but it was workshopped, and it got better over time.
I should probably do that with my cape.
I know a guy who wore one like that before. He lived in my neighborhood. When I lived in a place, they called him Mr. Flasher.
This neighborhood, was it other goat people like you?
Oh no. It was a lots of different types of people. Different races, different interests. And his was his coat.
Did he sell
I see.
sundials?
Sometimes he had little shiny rocks in the pockets. That's why I knew him. He gave me one time.
Shinies. Very
But-
nice.
Well, I mean, the flasher, I assume he was nude underneath the coat.
No, because the shiny stuff flashed in the light.
Flashy.
Got it.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
perfect sense.
That get your head out of the gutter. Your Ow.
Gosh.
I'll go back to tinkering on my spalders.
You know, Faye, maybe you could play a little ditty on your pan flute. I know I got frustrated the first time, but that was only because I was deep in the books and I needed to be quiet. But it's really pleasant the rest of the time.
I'll only play if Cade what's the word I'm looking for?
Companies.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the wrong one. That is not the one. Mm-mm.
Okay. How about you let me finish at least one song before you scream.
Actually, Kate, you could dust off the drums. It's been a little bit, and it's not the family, so it doesn't count.
It's true.
Morale boost.
Okay. I guess I'll pull out my drum.
Just try not to move your head.
Why don't we finish the haircut first and
No, don't be
then we'll have
ridiculous.
music time?
Us halflings, very
We
good
are
at multitasking.
Multitasking professionals.
We do this all the time.
Half the size, double the productivity.
Can I roll something to see if I cut her? I really
Oh,
will.
I was waiting to see how
ahead.
far this was gonna go, and I think we've reached that moment.
Yeah.
So I
Excellent.
need performance checks from Faye and Cade, and then I need a acrobatics check from Stack.
The natural one for performance.
It is awful. It is. The sound of the screeching vultures was more musical.
Luckily, I can't hear it.
And luckily, it is masked by probably a yelp from Cade because I rolled a 7.
Yet I managed to roll a 13.
The show must go on. So Cade is keeping the beat, even though blood is dripping down her ear.
I'm sorry. I don't have the spell to fix
watch
it.
Fine. I didn't get hit in the last battle anyways. Also, I have that temp HP that we got that I didn't need, so.
Before we go to bed, if anyone could use some stuff, I could cure some wounds. But I know we're gonna be taking a rest soon anyway, so.
Just in case we get ambushed in the night, that might be a good idea, but you don't want to blow your load. I just look up Bjorn.
I mean, it is. I very rarely walk away without blowing my load, so.
There it is. Excellent.
Where
Men.
are our minds today?
Men.
The layup and the dunk. A lawless
It's
execution.
not as endearing when it doesn't come from me. I'm just saying. Anyways.
It's not.
Now it is your minds who are in the gutter. I was completely talking about my ammunition. I am empty. What do you
and
think I'm
I
doing?
was talking about her natural spell
All right.
capabilities.
So what are we doing?
I'm sleeping.
All right. What is the order of operations for sleeping?
Yes. What is our watch pattern?
I would like to watch first.
Evane needs sleep.
I'll watch first as well, and sneak in an arcane recovery while watching, just in case the bad happens.
Sure.
And then we need to split up our dark vision people, which I think we only have 2.
I'll take second watch. I have dark vision.
I mean, I have a globe, but that might not be good.
We got a fire. It's fine.
All right. So, the first person I need, percentiles, please.
Can I do it, Miranda? You want me to?
From each of you.
Oh.
Percentiles?
72.
48.
And perception checks, please.
Natural 20. Or 20.
Nice.
19.
Nice.
You both notice, there's actually a couple more giant vultures. And you're able, now that you have seen them up close, you very quickly identify what they are. But they seem to do a circle, another circle, and then they fly southward.
No, we really should be keeping our eyes on that thing. I think Kate and I found a door earlier. Just in case anything pops out of it.
Understood.
There may be, those vultures might be coming with some people looking for that door, so, you just gotta watch out for the evil Talon things.
You know, I almost summoned one of my illusions to stand guard over us, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because that's just more things for it to see.
Yeah. I feel like we're better off laying low.
Probably. Maybe next time we'll cover the tents with, like, environment. Camouflage, you know? That would have been smart.
How would you camouflage in the sand?
Throw sand on top of it.
But wouldn't it just, like, slide?
Wait, like, you get it wet and put it up. I don't know. I'm just saying in general.
You'll have to show me in the morning. But that's a good idea for next time.
Yeah. I saw the spell that you did. Before you went...
It was...
Before you went, down.
Yeah, it was, it was fire. And it was fun, but I don't think I've done anything that powerful before. I don't really have much control when I get angry or hungry or sad or, anything but happy little me. Especially hungry. When I'm hungry, I'm kind of a bitch. That's why I made the vulture meat, because I knew I needed a good hearty meal.
Yeah, and that was good. Thank you for doing that. That was quite tasty.
Glad.
Yeah, you think we should wake the other ones up soon?
I think it's been like 2.5 hours. I think we're good, right?
Sweet. That works for me.
I go and knock on Bjorn's tent. You did say second watch, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll climb out of the tent. That was a fast 2 hours. Did anything happen?
There were some vultures circling up in the sky. Same kind that we saw earlier today. They did like a loop-de-loop, and then they went that way. And I point, I guess, south. No one came or anything, but they definitely were scoping the place out. So be careful.
I will keep an eye to the sky.
Yeah,
I will.
And also keep an eye on the fountain as well, because Kate and I found the little door thing, and we don't know if there's anything in there that might be coming out. So kind of 2 spots at once. Do you want to wake someone else up to watch with you?
No, I can do it. I sleep pretty well at night. I'll let everyone else get the extra sleep.
Okay. Have a nice watch.
Good night. And I will go and just kind of sit at the edge of the camp and face the west towards the little fountain thing and scan the horizon.
Okay,
as
sure.
well as the fountain.
All right, perception check and 2 rolls of percentiles, please.
Okay, I'll just do it in D&D Beyond. Perception, great, an 8.
Okay.
And 2 percentiles?
Yep.
So the first percentile roll is a 12.
Oh, no.
Okay.
The second percentile roll, a 22.
Okay. All right. Your shift passes without anything happening.
Okay. And third was Kessim, right? So I'll go and I'll wake Kessim up and I'll relay the same information. That they had seen the vultures and just to keep an eye out. And I will go back to bed.
Okay. All right, you guys know what to do.
18 and 52. And then perception is a 14.
Okay. Have an uneventful watch.
Wake up!
Was there one more person?
Yeah, I was assuming there were 2
Oh.
It's 4 shifts, right?
2-hour shifts. So yeah, you need, for everybody to get a long rest, you need another 2-hour watch.
I'll wake you, Vane.
She'll come out. Okay. Alright. I'll get Kate.
Also, giant vulture spotting, but not for several hours now.
Okay. Yvain will gently kind of peek in to the halfling tent and say, Kate, come on.
Oh, why? Crawl out of my tent.
All right. Perception and percentiles from everybody.
Perception is an 11.
These are some low D100 rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 19 on my percentile and a 15 on my perception.
Okay.
I got a 70. my percentiles.
And your perception was what? 11, you said?
11.
Dawn is starting to break. Because I assumed you guys sat around and talked for a while and then fell asleep around like 8 to 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
You're able to hear the hooting of a few owls. But after being told that there were some giant vultures earlier, you keep an eye out and you don't see anything. You do spot a rabbit running across the desert at one point. But that's the only movement you really see.
Thank God for that.
Yeah. Pretty uneventful.
Better than eventful, Cade. Better than eventful.
I mean, yeah.
You think we should make breakfast for everyone?
Yes, but also I burn things more than I make them. So I can mix things for you, but I don't think I can really cook stuff.
I mean, I would assume Faye would have that same problem, but she made dinner last night and it was good. I believe in you.
That's true. Okay. Do you really think I could be, like, magical?
It runs in your family. It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
You just maybe it comes out when you're only focused and fighting.
Yeah.
Does it bother you?
Like, why now? Like, I spent most of my life knowing that I was, like, different than the rest of my family.
Were you fighting?
With my family?
Fighting like how we're fighting, not verbally or however else you fight with your family.
I mean, I've fought people before. Nothing like that has happened. I mean, like, Stack and I used to go to, like, other, like, pubs and stuff, and sometimes fights would break out, and sometimes I'd win, and sometimes I wouldn't win, but there was never magic involved.
You spend a lot of time with Stack, right?
Yeah, like, all the time.
It's strange that he thinks that it wouldn't be inherently within you. But I guess it's because you've never known yourself, if that is what this is, which I think it is.
I don't know. I mean, if I am, that was, like, kind of cool. I like it when my javelins come back to me.
Yeah, it's very useful.
Yeah. I lose less, and I might not get them, like, lit on fire and have to, like, have a funeral for my javelins. So.
Yeah. Hopefully you'll just lose less of them now.
Yeah.
Or none of them.
That would be pretty cool. Although hopefully I'm not, like, always just throwing javelins. I like my axe better. It's just hard to, like, get to people.
Yeah, I'm